So last video review for this week is for Holly and Ivy, which is a collaboration novel between T.B. Markinson and Miranda Macleod. I have just posted my Goodreads review, so if you want to go and check that out, if you're on Facebook or on my blog, there is a link within the post, and if you're on YouTube, there is a link in the description below. And this is a video review. So Holly and Ivy by T.B. Markinson and Miranda Macleod. Oh my god, what a combination. Not even just Holly and Ivy, we're talking about the authors here. What a collab. This was brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I have loved every second of this book, like genuinely not really wanted to put it down, and now feel super festive and just had my heart warmed. I had such a heartwarming book reading week. It was lovely. So this story, Holly and Ivy, is obviously about Holly and Ivy. They're the two characters. Holly's kind of on the verge of a bit of a breakdown, so her best friend Nolan orders her to go spend some time on an island that he has a house on that she can stay in, and Holly doesn't want to go, but she reluctantly agrees, and before she even gets to the island, she meets Ivy, who is a long-time islander. So she's a bit of a damsel in distress the day Holly meets her, and Ivy, she just really needs some help, and Holly can't resist helping, so even though she's not really comfortable with it, she helps anyway, and basically that's her welcome to the island. So she allows herself to get to know Ivy a bit better by spending a night with her, only for it to really get funny and end in a little bit of misunderstanding, and then Holly kind of wants to spend the rest of this sabbatical that she's supposed to be having on this island for several months hiding, which obviously on an island, you know, how can she hide from Ivy the whole time? Their spark sort of turns to friendship, and then it turns into a bit more of a burning flame of desire. They kind of find each other irresistible. They quickly become more, and Ivy sort of worries that Holly is going to be like everyone else who's come to the island and is going to leave her, and that she will get hurt. So there is more to Holly than Ivy knows, and Ivy sort of is such a upbeat, positive person that she doesn't let on her insecurities too much to Holly. And you know, there's more to Ivy than Holly knows really as well. They both sort of have a bit of past and a bit of present that they're keeping from one another, and it's Holly who really worries what will happen when Ivy learns the truth about her. So there's lots of ups and downs, and Holly and Ivy really do have quite a bumpy ride to finding happiness, but it's an enjoyable comedic one. So this is a bit of an age gap, very festive. And when I say festive, I don't mean it's like completely holiday romance. It does have some very festive scenes in it, but it's more like seasonal. I'd say it's more like, so for all of us in the UK, it's more like autumn, and for all of us in America, or all of you in America, I'm in the UK, what am I talking about? And for all of you in America, obviously it's like the season is like fall, so it's outside of the summer season, and it's getting, you know, going through that transitioning between, you know, autumn and winter and fall and winter and whatever. So it's really that lovely time of like year where it's like cozy, and the whole story just made me feel really cozy. I really loved it. I'm totally in love with this story. Like, I loved it so much. TB and Miranda, they really have cooked up the perfect sort of festive holiday-ish romance, because it has heart, it has emotion, it has humour, and most underlying and most importantly, it has that big love feature that all these holiday things need to have. So it was such a special story. It tackled the difficulties of small communities and finding love, and people who are not the norm, people who are not standard, unique characters, big personalities, and unique characters, totally unique characters. And Holly and Ivy are two of the most unique characters, and they are what make this story completely unique. But this is just absolutely lovely, this story, and I found myself completely engrossed in Holly and Ivy's story, where they were going, how their relationship was going to pan out. Every little thing they were up to was like properly like I was so invested in it, and I was just loving every second of their adventure. Laughing, crying throughout this book, everything. Like, I have had so many emotions reading it. It literally was, like I say, it just made me feel really cozy. It was like one big cuddle. The whole story just felt like it was like wrapping its arms around me and saying, you'll enjoy this is nice and comfy. And I was just, oh, it was lovely. It was so lovely. It was literally like warmth you get from like watching like feel good movies and drinking like hot chocolate with like loads of whipped cream and loads of marshmallows and like everything that's bad for you, and like a big bar of chocolate, you know, that kind of thing. Or you sit there with a big fleece on and you just like lie in front of the telly. It was like that. It was so wonderful. It was the nicest feeling reading this book. Totally was. And so for any of you that listen to Claire and TB's Lesbians Who Write podcast, you'll know, and especially if you listen to the latest episode, no spoilers or anything, but if you've listened to the latest episode, you'll know how Claire feels about Hallmark movies and how TB feels about them. And yeah, she's probably going to kill me for this, so I'm really sorry, TB, but Holly and Ivy would make an awesome Hallmark Christmas movie for their Christmas channel. And yeah, I loved it. I really did. Like, oh yeah, it was brilliant. Like, oh my god, I loved it so much. Literally wasn't a single thing about it that I can even like say that I didn't enjoy it. I was literally loving it. Holly and Ivy, there's just their characters, complete opposites, and yet they both had such wonderful personalities, vulnerabilities, and both of them had a heart of gold. And that's what it takes, you know, two very special main characters, and then the cast surrounding them were also brilliant, you know, all of them fabulously unique and fabulously different, and they all just brought a spark of energy. Holly's a little bit, you know, cynical. I love Holly. Oh my god, Holly was brilliant. She was a little bit cynical and a little bit odd and different, and you know, she totally always put her foot in it, and she was really awkward, but there was like, and she really didn't have a filter when it came to saying how she felt. But Holly was just bloody brilliant. I absolutely loved Holly. Holly was like, you could associate with Holly like so much, even though you shouldn't be able to, but you could, for other reasons obviously, and for that reason you should be able to associate with her totally. And then you know, you've got Ivy, and she's just this bursting ball of positivity and wonderfulness, and she really is like, Ivy is, oh, she's the ultimate like do-gooder. She is literally heart of gold. Everyone else, you know, comes before her, and she's just so selfless. She was a wonderful, wonderful character, but together the two of them, oh, just meant to be. And I totally adored everything they had going on between them, from their attraction, passion, cute moments. They had some really cute moments, and you know, there was that ability to misunderstand each other totally kept the drama, which I love, and it was probably the best thing about them. So yeah, I absolutely loved this. I can't recommend it enough. It was absolutely brilliant. If you haven't picked up Holly and Ivy yet, you should pick it up for your like Christmas read, or just buy it for someone for Christmas, because it's amazing. It's such a lovely, lovely story. Miranda and TB have done an awesome job. I hope they'll collab again in future, because this story was brilliant. They both just have a knack for just getting that comedy on edge, like, and it's just right. It's very subtle, but it's in there, and it's just balanced with the romance perfectly. Like, wow, I loved it. I so loved it. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab yourselves a copy of Holly and Ivy. If you've read Holly and Ivy, please let me know what you thought of it. Did you enjoy it? Come and talk to me about it. I loved it so much. I want to talk about it so much. How did you find it? And if you haven't read it yet, or if you're planning to read it again, please let me know, because it's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you do grab a copy of it, I really, really, really hope you love it as much as I did and have a great time reading it. Bye!